hit record. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to more Trails in the Sky. So, I have a solution that keeps me from having to buy a brand new controller for now. My DualShock 4. Now, admittedly, that is through a third-party program, and yeah, it lets me use a controller for this stuff. So, there we go. Alright, so without any further ado, let us get right back into it as I make sure that I can still be heard. Heard because, of course, I want to make sure of that. Okay, good. Hello, Neko. Alright, let's continue. Oh, I guess I should mention the gameplay negative I added was for the dungeon design. The lack of a mini-map and just the design in general, so, now that we've dealt with all that... Oh, also, I found a way to get a controller on there, which is awesome. Because I actually thought about it this morning. I was like, wait a minute. There should be a way to get it onto get the PS4 controller onto my thingy. Oh, behold, there was. Of course. Wow, it's actually cutting it off.
Let's move out.
Nice. What? Okay, hang on. Oh. Yeah, that guy again. Anywho. Okay then. Oh, come on.
We're good to go.
And yes, I now actually have proper access to turbo mode, so maybe things will go a little faster today. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. Wonder if Tio is home today. It's Joshua, did you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. Kids really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, still. Hi, Cher. How have you been? And do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Oops. I'm button. I gotta get used to using a controller again. I forget where Tio is. I guess that is one thing I can say I don't really like about the Trail series. They tend to overlap on names occasionally. And it gets kind of irritating, especially when a character that had, somebody who had a, basic name, then had a, there's another character with the same name that actually is very important. Case in point, Tio here. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard you've been having some trouble with monsters. Explaining about the father's work. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case for the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep, which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Well, okay then. Let's go see if we can speak to... good morning. Good afternoon. Morning. It's only morning for me. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purzel. How is everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Purzel the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they're taking over for their father while he's away. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all, and taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purzel. Well, then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something of a chubby cat, like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything that they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. And how about taking a load off until then? I assume you will be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Purzel. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. And unfortunately, because of my ill-advised, because of course it's going to be one of those days, I have to AFK briefly. I'll be right back. Actually, yeah, now that I'm back, I need to check something, actually. Specifically over here. That's all that stuff. That. Hmm. Oh, no. Uh, so I was just kind of checking something here. Hmm. I guess I don't have it. Huh. Ah, well. That's okay. Sorry, checking for something. We're good. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. One last check. Okay, cool. Also, nice that you were able to get the DLC. I feel really bad for Joshua, though, with the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch on to him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it, too, gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, the mysterious amber eyes and black hair, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear he turned them all down, though. I I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get our job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Alright, be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Alright. There is one thing that the game is going to continue to hammer this home. And it is something we have to talk about. The game is really trying to hardcore. Well, the games and the games will hardcore ship Estelle and Joshua together, push them together. Many of the Trails games actually do this. Okay, I shouldn't. Well, actually, yeah, we can say many of them because this happens with Estelle and Joshua. This happens with Kevin and Reese. And this happens with Reen and Elisa over in the Cold Steels. The big issue that some people have is that Estelle and Joshua are billed as siblings. I don't see it as that because it was always ever just a placeholder denomination. It wasn't like they grew up as siblings, right? It's only been 5 years, as was established as with that scene with Cassius earlier, right? That we saw yesterday. And that's what I feel separates. And it separates this from, say, the grossness of Elise and Reen. Because even though Elise and Reen is a somewhat similar situation, it's still different in ways we will discuss when we get there. Whoops. Damn it. But yeah, for now, all I'm just going to say is that I understand if you find Estelle and Joshua to be a squicky pairing, but I personally don't think it's that bad of one. As it is effectively two people lying, well, one person lying to herself about their relationship for an entire game. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. Tell me about it. It seems as though the monsters always show up about this time. We better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I've got to ask, Joshua, you don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now. And what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle. So, if there's anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the fields, stable, and greenhouse? We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. It doesn't seem like they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in the cabbage patch? Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel in silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. Game, you're not being subtle. I just want you to know that. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornaments sure gives this place a romantic ambience. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a ditz, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Oh, Estelle. Whoops. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Whoops. Psst, look! It's getting away! Hey, get back here, you little farball! I can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. I got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. And here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down.
Piece of cake.
Good old New Game Plus. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I'm gonna look something up, actually. Sorry, looking things up. Oh, it's just the first time. Okay, so yeah, if you do like I did and catch it on the first attempt, there you go. Now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Still, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Tio, Mrs. Purcell. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of these creatures living around us, it, those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram! Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back into the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made this situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua, don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand in what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself, and for that I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. I'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit us again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Purcell. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our load settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Dang it!
Piece of cake.
Ugh.
Let's move out.
Okay, we got some new ones. Mushroom Hunt. Hunt Orbment Replacement. Basement Medical Necessities. And Soldier Training. Good morning. How did the job at the farm go? We hit a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report on the details. There we go. I see. So you ended up setting the monsters free because the Purcell family requested you to do so. I think it was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things at that? The mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are and there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way. That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene with disputes that arise between nations. To become a high-ranking bracer, you must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. Sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh? Serious? The road to the big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so what do you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs a good whomping? Not this time. This next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, our client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really, a request from the mayor. Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. In the meantime... So... We'll start with the soldier training. On the west end of the main road. Alright. We're heading west then. I guess we're doing them all, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Whoops. Oh, it's triangle for that. Okay, cool. Well, if it isn't Estelle, Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. So I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl. You're certainly full of energy as usual. I'd love to get you to share some of that vigor with my new recruits. I've been thinking recently about doing a simulated battle to whip my men into shape, so I put in a request for the guild for a few good men or women to play the part of the enemy soldiers. I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit for the job, so how about it? Can you do this for me? Sure, we'll do it. We'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate this. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training. I'm ready for an afternoon nap. Alright then, we'll get ourselves ready. Sure, please do what you need to. Alright, training begins now. Everyone advance 5 steps forward. Ready yourselves. I know I was bored before, but I know it's just training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me. This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously, as if this were a real battle. Stella and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men. That was my intention from the beginning. We'll do as you request. Yikes! Forward!
Piece of cake.
Yeah, a lot of these fights are going to be trivial AF. Cease fighting. This training's over. Oh my goodness, it's finally over. Good job, everyone. Can I say pathetic? Are you guys really supposed to be soldiers? Hey, you be quiet. Hey, we're not all feral kids like you. How about you try and say that one more time? Knock it off, Scott. Training is over. You seriously need to cool down too, Estelle. I hate sore losers. Private Scott, Private Harold. Well, I think what Estelle said just a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though the both of you need to take another look in the mirror. Yes, sir. Very good. Do not forget what you've learned today and strive to fulfill your duties. Stella and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed. There's no need to thank us. It's us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training. I agree. This was a good learning experience. If you think so, then you're set for life as bracers. Although our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Although I can't do much else, I'll pray for success for both of you. Sure, and thanks again. Take care of yourself. I will, and I do hope to be seeing you again sometime. Alright. There we go. Yeah, let's do this one. Landing port. Okay. Whoops. Dang it. Oh, right. These things. Really? God damn it. Those are the Shining Palms. They give a good chunk of exp and whatnot, but they are difficult to kill. And I hate them. We'll just report in soldier training. That was the wrong guy. Darn bracers, how long do they intend to keep me waiting? If they don't hurry up and get here, I'm going to miss my flight. I should have expected as much from a rural backwater burg like this. Huh? Well, I'll be. That's the bracer emblem, if I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I have an urgent job, so do you have some time to hear my request? Sure, we've got some time. Great. This really helps me out a lot. Alright, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Orvid, representative of Orvid Company Limited. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself. We're actually pretty new to this whole bracer things. Greenhorns? Oh, well, I guess you'll have to do. Pardon? Never mind, I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sure. At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It is said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked up here in Roland, but no shops seem to carry it. However, if it is of vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request to the guild house. Soil rich with septium. I can only think of the Mulga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of these mushrooms? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it is buried in the dirt, if you don't look close, you won't. If you don't look closely, you won't find it. God damn it! Geez, this one sounds like it's going to be a pain. But once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. For one thing, it glows with a light green color. So that's why it's called firefly fungus. Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? So basically all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom in a patch of grass along the Malka Trail, right? Looks that way to me. Well, if they're really growing in the ground, we probably won't be able to find one so easily. If you ran into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I ask that you find one as soon as possible. Ah.
Piece of cake.
All right, we're good to go.
Piece of cake.
God damn it.
That's that.
I'm really getting... This is another reason why I wanted to do New Game Plus. To just go through it.
All right. We're good to go.
Because, yeah, the trash mobs will die quickly, as will most of the early bosses, but still. I'd honestly rather that than the slog of this. Because you're already seeing the encounter design be kinda crap, if we're honest. White bracelet. Aha! What's with the sudden outburst? I found it. Now to claim our prize. Isn't that... You think so too? The place is growing... It's growing seems about right. And it's got that soft green glow. This has got to be the firefly fungus that what's-his-face was talking about. You mean Orvid, right? Yeah, that's who I meant. It doesn't look all that tasty, but I'm sure it's pretty for a mushroom. Almost like the glow of Septium, if you ask me. Septium? What's up, Joshua? I may be worrying too much, but I think you'd better put that mushroom in your bag quickly, Estelle. What the... Just as like I figured. This mushroom attracts... Estelle, look out!
Let's move out.
Now that was a surprise, I tell ya. Did you put that thing away? Yep, it's all taken care of. The light emitted by raw septium has the power to attract monsters. This mushroom also seems to have the same effect. That sneaky merchant, he never mentioned a single thing about this. Anyway, let's hurry back to town. Right. Hey, just wait till I get my hands on you, you conniving merchant. Ah.
We're good to go.
I'm gaining 1x per monster. Oh my god.
Cool.
Oh my god.
All right. We're good to go.
This is what I mean when I say that the on-field enemies are a pain. It is taking me this long to get through this because I keep running into enemies. Now, part of that is because I'm tired, but part of the other reason is the visuals. It's kind of... I constantly miss that where they are because they seem to blend into the background, and it's kind of annoying. What's that you say? You found the mushroom? Yep, we found it all right. Oh, wonderful. But it might be different than the one we heard about from you. You see, this mushroom attracts monsters. Well, it's like this. So even though you knew the risk, you hired us for the job, Orvid? What? How was I supposed to know something like that? And besides, a bracer's job is to deal with danger, right? Well, a little heads up would have been nice so we could have at least been prepared. Never mind us. The big question here is your motive. What do you intend to do with use the mushroom for? Yeah, this thing should be a weapon. It could be a weapon. Fess up, you had some big nefarious plan in mind, right? Hey, a nefarious mushroom plan. What? Isn't it obvious what I'm going to use it for? For cooking, of course. What? Cooking? Are you trying to tell me that people actually eat this thing? This is why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. In the hands of a skilled chef, the more distinct the ingredient, the more profound the taste. And from that perspective, the firefly fungus is the king of them all. This is, no doubt, the ultimate ingredient. So, pretty much what you're saying is that it's for people with bizarre eating habits. That's the talk of one unacquainted with a true delicacy. But then again, commoners such as yourselves could never have the opportunity to try such dishes. And praise be to heaven for that. I'd never want to gnaw on a rotty green mushroom like that. Agreed, it looks pretty nasty. Anyway, I have other business preparations to make. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to hand over that mushroom and leave. Yeah, please take it. On behalf of this mushroom, I shall turn a blind eye to your ignorance, and as promised, I will pay you to be grateful to your client. Nobody's gonna buy that mushroom, I hope you know. Come on, Joshua, let's go. Please excuse us, we will be going now. Yes, please do. Dang it! Okay, these camera angles are annoying. Alright. Alright, next up we'll do the orbment. We'll do the orbment replacement. I hear that the airliners are equipped with huge machines called orbital engines or some such thing. They said they use an orbment structure as well. It seems that some bigwig professor was the one who developed them. Huh. Now that's something to talk about. Well, hey there, YouTube racers seem to be having some success lately. I've been hearing a lot about your hard work recently. Yeah, that's because we're still new at this, so we have to work extra hard. That's encouraging to hear. You guys actually came at a good time. I've got an urgent job that needs to be taken care of. Do you think that you'd be up to the task for replacing an orbment light in a road lamp along the Milch Main Road? You just leave it to us. Thus, if you're fine with us doing the job, then we'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate it. I completely forgot it needed to be replaced today. First off, I'll need to give you the replacement part. This is a replacement orbment? That's right. I want you to replace the orbment light in a road lamp, number 6, on Milch Main Road to the west. It's the 6th road lamp that you'll come across counting from Roland's west entrance. So make sure you get the right one. I think I got it. The 6th road lamp from Roland's west entrance, right? Once you've found the road lamp, you'll need to open the maintenance panel. You'll need a 6-digit combination to open it. Are you serious? Yep, the combination for the 6th road map is 544818. I'm sorry, but could you repeat that again? It's 544818. That's right, good memory, Joshua. Show off. After the combination is entered, the panel will open, and after that, all that's left is to replace the orbment. It may seem like a simple task, but make sure you not to mess it up. The road lamp may have been out of order for a while now. I see. The light of the orbments keeps the large monsters away, right? It's not much more than an unconscious dislike for them. But if they do go out, then we run into real problems. Which is why I'm asking you to do this job, just in case. These road lamps are placed just off the roads in areas where monsters are most likely to appear. Well, you just have leave those monsters to me and I'll take care of them. Whoops. But I actually do want to check something here. Oh. Yeah, I've only been at this for an hour. Ugh. But I'd better write down that combination before I forget. Then maybe you should let me deal with the combination instead. I'll leave it up to you two. I've got to divide the work amongst yourselves. That should be everything you need to know, so good luck. If you need to double check it or cancel the job, then come and talk to me with me again. And it does actually tell you in the log, so yeah. I think that's worthy of a gameplay plus. I'm gonna give a plus for the log, the quest log, because why not? Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From what Frey said, I think this is the road lamp. I'm fairly certain this is the right one too. It says road lamp number 6 on the panel as well. You're right, it does. Alrighty then, let's get to work and finish this job. Unfortunately, it may not be that easy. What do you mean? Where'd all of these monsters come from? It looks like the orbment really has burnt out. Anyway, one of us will need to fend off the monsters while the other replaces the orbment. Yeah, you're right. Well then... How about you handle them, Joshua? Do you really know how to replace one of those lings? Come on, Joshua, how hard could it be? Even I can do something as simple as replacing an orbment, says the girl who glued her hand to her head once. But alright, if you say so. I'm counting on you, Estelle. Got it.
You're finished.
Might as well show this one off, because why not?
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh wow, Joshua actually will level up. I took care of the first wave. How's it coming, Estelle? I'm entering the combination for the maintenance panel right now. I'm pretty sure the code was 544818. It's open! Sometimes I'm too smart for my own good. I'm okay here, Estelle. So just focus on fixing the lamp. Got it. Now for the orbment, which goes in like that, and voila! Perfect! Good work, Estelle. All the monsters seem to have gone too. Phew! I sure got all stressed out over this job. Considering the circumstance, it seemed pretty reasonable to me. But the thing that surprises me the most is that you remember the combination. Do you want to know the truth? I actually just saw a jumble of numbers in my head, and the buttons I happened to press were the right ones. I should have figured as much. There's something else. Anyway, our job here is done. And so let's think about something else. I guess you're right. Alright, how about we head back to town? We better go report to Freddy. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Dang, I've got like no energy today. We're back, Freddy. Oh, hi, Estelle. From the look on your face, it seems you finished the job. Yep, and we did a fine job too, although we did have a few hang-ups. We thought we'd report to you as a matter of good measure. So it really was burnt out, huh? I'm sure it happened because we were late replacing it. Sorry, kids, you were put in harm's way because of me. There's no need to apologize. It comes with the territory. Dealing with dangerous jobs is a part of a bracer's work. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, I know. How about I give you this to make amends? It's quartz? Yep, it's an Impede 2 quartz. It can prevent enemies' hearts. It can be pretty useful if you use it effectively. Thanks. We appreciate it. No, thank you to the both of you for today. If you need to discuss anything about Orbits, then stop by any time. Don't forget to swing by if you have any other business needs. Alright, so that's another side quest taken care of. Alright, so the only one left is medical necessities. This dwells south of Roland, and the other comes from insect-like monsters. Bear Claw and a silent pinion. So, savory pinion is what I'm looking for. Alright, well, let's take a look. I have plenty of savory pinions. I wonder if I have any of the bear claws. Looks like I do not. I guess that makes sense. Oh.
That's that. Let's move out.
Some frame rate hiccups. That's because I'm having it on turbo mode. I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, that's the wrong way. That's if I wanted to go to Grand Seal, and I kinda don't. Ah.
That's that. Let's move out.
So now we're here at Mistwall because the request said there was a thing in here.
Rain rule.
Hey, you can get the savory opinion from monsters in here too. That is the first time anyone has attempted to inflict me with a status ailment. And there's Joshua getting up to 36. There's Bearclaw. Now we gotta backtrack. Yeah, I have a feeling that the backtracking is gonna be an issue. This thing's usually annoying. High defense and high HP. So. But of course I'm level 36, so these things are nothing.
Rain rule.
Oh, come on! So there's poison.
All right, we're good to go.
Looks like status effects don't last. That's past the end of battle. Actually, that's actually good.
Piece of cake.
Ah.
That's that. Let's move out.
Me and my decision to 100% this. Oh my god! This is what I mean by bad enemy placement, by the way. If I was on a New Game Plus, this would be a much more egregious slog. Well, if it isn't Estelle, you seem to be in a cheerful mood as usual. Here you are. These are for you, Father Divine. This is the Bearclaw and Savory Opinion you were looking for. Please use them as medical ingredients. You requested these at the guild, right? That's right, I did put in a request. I'm just surprised that you went to all the trouble to do this for me. Weren't you hurt trying to gather these? No, we're totally fine. I mean, we were fine. Well, maybe minus the totally part. I'm worried about your attitude, Estelle. Eh? Why? There's nothing to be worried about. I know I've told you this before. It's certainly a joyous occasion when everything goes well. However, it is at these times when we should gird up our loins for the trails that lie ahead. Okay, I'll be more careful from now on. Since I seem to have a bit of spare time, how about I take this opportunity to give you a special sermon? No, anything but that. I'm sorry, Father, but we really gotta get going. We still got work left to do, right, Joshua? Why do you always have to bring me into this? Please excuse us, Father, but we have to get back to the guild. That's too bad. However, since it has to do with your job, I must respect your position. Thank you for all your hard work, Estelle and Joshua. I pray that the goddess will always be with you. I see. I completely agree with your inspired words. Okay. So, let's go ahead and report. As my phone falls, because why wouldn't it? Okay. So there we go. All of the side quests that have popped up have now been reported. Frick. Time is it here? I should at least go for a couple of hours. And then hopefully I won't wake up at 4 in the goddamn morning again. That's what kept me. That's why I'm so tired right now, by the way. Do you think the mayor's even in today? Being as busy as he is, I'm sure there's a pretty good chance that he's out. Well, bless my soul if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Hi, Mayor Klaus. I hope we're not disturbing you, sir, but we've come on behalf of the Bracer Guild about a job you requested. Yes, I heard from the guild that the two of you would be coming. So you're taking over your father's work while he's away, are you? Well, we're trying to at least. I'm very sorry about my dad reneging on his promise like this. There's no need for apologies. Knowing your father, it's typical for him to be swamped with work like this. Anyway, with Lita and my wife out and about, I'd like to move this conversation somewhere else. Why don't we head upstairs to my study and go over the details? In truth, I don't think you'll find this request particularly difficult. And it's for that reason, I think, that asking the guild to do this job may have been a bit presumptuous. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get away from my work, and I had to break down and ask for the guild to help. We were informed that this job involves the transport of a certain something, but what it is exactly that you would like us to carry and where? I would like you to pick up a septium crystal from the Melgum mine and deliver it here. When you say septium, you mean like septive that we often come across? Accurately speaking, septive is fragmented septium, which is too small for us to use as precious stones. Therefore, this septium is refined and processed into quartz, which can be installed into orbits. So that's the difference, huh? I think I've got a better grasp on things now. We've actually been able to obtain a certain kind of septium called Esmelas. It was from the Melgum mine, since the olden days. However, since a large piece of this crystal was recently discovered, I've asked the mine chief to hold on to it until someone could pick it up. So you'd like us to pick up this crystal from the mine chief and bring it here, is that correct? Precisely. Now what do you think? Is this something you think you can handle? The transport of a precious gem, huh? It'll be a nice change from fighting monsters. Should keep us on our toes, too. Alright, we'll do it. I appreciate your willingness to help. Please take care of this for me. If you show this to one of the workers, they should let you into the mine. Good luck. Alright, so we're off to Malga Mine. Which means going to Malga Trail again. I'm gonna try and avoid encounters, but I'm not gonna succeed. Dang it.
Piece of cake.
Forgot to grab the cheer bomb from there. I went the wrong way. Damn it.
Piece of cake.
That's that. Let's move out.
Rain rule.
All right, we're good to go.
Oh my god!
That's that. Let's move out.
This is the entrance to the Malga Mine. If you're not here on business, then I'll have to ask you to leave. Believe it or not, we are here on business. Roland's mayor, Klaus, has asked us to come here and pick up a septium crystal for him. It still shows land in the mail's referral. Well, alright then. If you've got a referral from the mayor, then that's a different story. I don't mean to make your job any more difficult, but would you mind going inside and speaking with the boss directly? I'm supposed to send watch out here. Sure, that's fine, but why the boss? We're actually here to see the mine chief. That mine chief you're talking about is actually our boss, Mr. Gatton, and he manages the mine and all of its workers. He's the kind of guy who enjoys discovering septium load more than eating 3 meals a day. I'm fairly sure he's working down in the lower tunnels today. Thanks for the tip. We'll go and see if we can locate him. Check it out, it's a minecart. Or do you think it's powered by ordnance too? Looks that way to me. How about we use it to get in and see where it takes us? Whoops. There we go. This is the elevator we're supposed to use to reach the lower tunnels, right? Why doesn't it work? Let me have a look. There's orbital energy running through it, but it appears to be mechanically locked. Maybe we should ask someone about it. Great, Adios, what are you kids doing down here? Are you friends with someone who works here in the mine? Not exactly. We've come here to see the mine chief at the request of the mayor. Oh, you're here about the crystal, are you? Well, if you're looking for the boss, he should be in the tunnels below. If you use the elevator at the end of the tracks on the opposite side of the mine, you can get down there. We found the elevator, but we didn't know how to make it run. Do you know how to operate it? Well, it's an easy problem to fix. All you need is a key to activate it. But since you don't have one of your own, I'll help you out by lending you mine. Much appreciated. Once our business is finished, we'll make sure to return it. Because of course you need a key. Why wouldn't you? Still, try using that key we just borrowed. It should be able to get the elevator working this time. It looks like we can use the elevator now. How about we head down into the lower tunnels? Eek, you scared me there for a second. So you're looking for the mine chief, are you? I'm sure he's somewhere across the bridge. Heaven and earth, what are two kids like you doing down here in the mine? I mean, you're the mine chief, right? Boy, am I glad to see you. We've been searching all over this dank place for you. We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come on behalf of Mayor Klaus. I see. So you kids are bracers, are you? That's quite a feat for being so young. It's not that big of a deal. By the way, you're supposed to have some sort of crystal for us, right? Oh, right. Give me a sec. This little baby is something you don't see every day, which is why I've been keeping it close to myself as possible. Wow. I've never seen a crystal this big before. That is impressive. There seems to be light swirling around inside, too. It's one of several types of septium. Specifically, it's an Melsas, this crystal, which is endowed with the power of wind. For a gem of this size, you're looking at a hefty price tag. I'm talking about a small fortune here. Make absolutely sure that this gets to the mayor. Roger that. It's so beautiful. It feels like I'm carrying a little fairy in my hand. This is super fun. Check this out, Joshua. That's nice and all, but how about you stop horsing around? If you drop it, we could be in some real trouble. Fine, you big killjoy. Well, I guess that's that. We'll get it out of your hair now, Mr. Gatton, but don't worry, we'll make sure this gets to the mayor. I'm counting on you kids. Huh? What's the matter? That's odd. The airflow down here suddenly shifted. The airflow? The scent, it's... Whoa! Ah! Is it over? Was that an earthquake just now? No, it seems like there's been a cave-in somewhere within the mine. I wonder if one of the miners hit a patch of loose ground. I'd better check out the extent of the damage. Look out, Estelle! What? Random monsters.
All right, we're good to go.
Why are there... Do you usually have problems with monsters like this? No, this is the first time we've ever had anything like this happen down here. Monsters have a predisposition which attracts them to the glow of Septium. So we've had a lot of them wander into the mine in the past, but judging from the situation, it may be the recent cave-in opened up a hole connected to a den of monsters. Did you say a den of monsters? It's not inconceivable, but this is no time to be standing around thinking about it. I've got to get the other workers out of here. If that's the case, then how about letting us help you out? You're kidding, right? Monster extermination is right up our alley, and besides, every minute counts. You're right, some extra help would be much appreciated. So how many miners are we looking at in all? There should be only 4 others working in the lower tunnels. Got it, let's go find them. Sorry about all this. Oh right, take these and use them if you need to. So now we've got random encounters, basically. These guys suck to fight, too, because they'll call more to you. Which is not good. Whoops.
All right, we're good to go.
Oh, Hades, who hard didn't have an extend to us that saving hand. And, hey, idiot! If you've got time to pray to the goddess, then how about helping me take care of these creatures?
All right, we're good to go.
Okay. Is everyone alright? We are now, thanks to you kids. This must be the divine work of Hades. What a religious nut. If this was really the work of the goddess, then she wouldn't have allowed us to get into this mess in the first place. It's because of unbelievers like you that unfortunate accidents like this happen. How about you try and say that again, buddy? Is this really the time or place for that kind of nonsense? Now get out of here. Right away, boss. You be careful too, boss.
All right, we're good to go.
Ah! Things are supposed to be like this. I don't want to die. I haven't even had a girlfriend yet. Help!
That's that. Let's move out.
Damn it. I thought I was gonna sneeze and then nope. Oh man, you kids saved my skin. Don't worry, you're safe now. Oh, a handful of monsters are no match for the likes of a bracer. Did you say bracers? What are you doing in a place like this? By the suit of my boots, you're the new recruit from yesterday. Why on earth are you digging down here in the lower tunnels? I was hoping to get a glimpse of how all you veteran miners work down here. Yeah, that's it. When suddenly the wall collapsed and a flood of monsters came in from the other side. So we've got ourselves a veritable nest of monsters now, huh? It looks like you guessed right, kid. So it seems. The area up ahead is dangerous. It's swarming with monsters. Anyway, I'm out of here. Would you look at him run? He must have been really scared. I bet. So yeah, I can't go that way because that's towards the den of monsters.
All right, we're good to go.
Don't come here. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm all muscle and I wouldn't make a tasty meal. Me too, I'm not delicious either. All this flab would be terrible for a monster's health.
We're good to go.
Go home now. You're safe now, guys. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh man, for a minute there I thought I'd never be able to sit down for another meal again. This is no time to feel relieved. We need to evacuate this place. Any more lollygagging, you're going to be sitting in the belly of one of those monsters. Yes, boss. Wait for me. Did we find everybody? Yes, that should be everyone. Alright, let's get out of here ourselves. Are you alright, boss? I'm sure glad you're safe. We can thank these kids for that. By the way, is everyone accounted for? Yep, everyone's here. Well, except for the new guy who took off like a bat out of hell. Poor guy must have wet himself scared. I see. Well, I hope he doesn't give up on being a miner after this. Anyway, yeah, there's a high possibility that there's monsters still in the lower tunnels. Until we can confirm that it's safe, I don't want anyone using that elevator. You hear me? That was a huge miscalculation on my part. Never expected monsters to surface or bracers to show up. I guess I just have to report the truth about everything that happened. I apologize for getting you involved in more than your fair share of work today. I'll get in touch with the guild a little later and make sure you two are compensated fairly. Don't sweat it, we just did what anyone would have done in our position. And besides, it's all part of our training to become full-fledged bracers. By the way, hey, what do you intend to do with about the lower tunnels? I don't know, but we'll figure out some way to deal with it. There's always the option of sealing off the monster den in with some explosives. As a heads up, I may ask the guild for help if we run into any other serious trouble. Sure, you can count on us, and we'll make sure this crystal gets to the mayor as intended. You did make sure you didn't drop it, right, Estelle? How rude, I'm not that careless. Look, it's right... You didn't. You lost it? Psych! You've got it right here. Let's go make that delivery, shall we? You are unbelievable. I mean, come on. And she had to pull something like that. I'm gonna AFK briefly. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Young lady, those are the kind of words that'll give an old man like me a heart attack. Ugh.
Game rule.
Let's move out.
Piece of cake.
Oh my god!
Let's move out.
Now imagine if I wasn't one-shotting all this shit. How long that would take me. Jeez. I'm not even that far away from the end of the prologue, finally. So I'll probably go till the end of the prologue. Or try to, anyway. Whoops. Wrong way. I should have known better than that. Oh boy, her. I see. I would have never have imagined the clock tower had such an anecdote to go with it. Is it? I'm totally blown away after hearing that. With war, it's easy to speak of tragedy, but I think what's important is the strength to overcome the pain and establish peace. Well, who do we have here? We've come to deliver the object you requested. Did we catch you in the middle of something? Oh, Estelle and Joshua, you're no trouble at all. In fact, you've come at a good time. Let me introduce you to my guest. This is Josette. She's a student at Janus Royal Academy. No, she's not. Anyways. The Janus Royal Academy. I've heard of it before. It's a boarding school for higher education in the Ruan region, right? Yes, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Josette Har. I'm Estelle. Nice to meet you, Josette. You can call me Joshua. The two of them are actually bracers. I'd asked them to do a personal job for me. Bracers? You mean the proud knights of freedom who love peace above all else and do not succumb to any power? This is such an inspiring moment. I never thought I'd run into any real bracers. The inspiring part sounds a little much. By the way, is it alright if I just call you Josette? Yes, please do. So, why did you come to Roland? Are you a friend of the mayor's? No, today is actually the first day we've ever met. I'm researching the important cultural assets of each region as part of my independent studies. And although I've thought he might be busy, I've been lucky enough to get an audience with the mayor. You're really serious about your studies, aren't you? Maybe we're intruding. Excuse me. Maybe we're intruding about it, huh? No, I haven't asked the mayor enough questions. Instead, maybe it is I who am in the way. Don't be silly. It's not like that at all. Estelle, this is a great opportunity, so how about showing her what you brought with you? Sure, hold on a second. Oh my word, that's septium, right? What a wonderful glow it gives off. Yes, and its size is impressive too. This is indeed a gift worthy of expressing the appreciation of all Roland's citizens. Gift? Worthy of expressing our appreciation? I see, so this is a gift for the Queen. For the Queen's anniversary. You're sharp, Joshua. I intend to send an engraved ornament using this to the Queen. As a token of Roland's citizens' appreciation to Her Majesty, who will be turning 60 years old. So it's a present for the Queen. How delightful. We, as citizens of the world, owe Her Majesty a great debt for all she has done for us. In fact, the reason why we can use an airliner with such ease is because of the support of the royal family. I've even heard that the Bracer Guild in Liberl has received support from the royal family. Okay. I need to go get a drink. I forgot my drink, so I'm going to go get that. And then I'm going to actually talk about this. Be right back. Okay. So let's talk about this, shall we? Okay. So. It's clumsily done, but I like this exposition that says that, the reason why bracers are able to operate freely and, with all the peace, despite the strained relationship with the Arronian Empire, is because of the Queen. Honestly, it's kind of a nice touch. Ah. I think I overspiced this macaroni. But yeah, it's actually nice. It's actually a nice touch, if you ask me. We do owe her a great debt of gratitude. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And can you believe it, Joshua? We carried a present for the Queen with these very hands. And what's more, we ran around. And what's more, you ran around with it in those hands like a wild maniac. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. I wouldn't have imagined anything less from you, Estelle. You guys. Here you go, Mayor Klaus. It has been faithfully delivered. Thank you very much. And as a matter of precaution... Okay, it'll be safe in there. Now all that's left is to have Melder's Oboe factory finish up the engraving on its ornament. I can't wait to see what it'll look like when it's done. Don't hog it all to yourself when you do. Let me see it when it's finished, okay? It's too bad I won't be here to see it for myself, but today I was lucky enough to speak with the mayor and see something as beautiful as that. How shall I ever thank you? Don't mention it. This is all part of my job as mayor. Thank you for everything, but I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think we should be going ourselves. Agreed. Have a nice day, Mayor Klaus. Yourselves as well. So you're heading home tomorrow on an airliner, are you? Yes, that's right. School's about to begin. I see, so you used your school vacation time to come here. That's too bad. We could have made great friends. I hope we can meet again sometime. There's nothing I would like more. Please have a wonderful day, Estelle, Joshua. What a nice girl. For looking like someone from a rich family, she wasn't snooty at all. Yeah. Joshua? Oh? Could I be correct in assuming that she's your type? What? What are you talking about? You're blushing. I'm really surprised. I had no idea that you were into the rich girl type. I prefer to ship him with Chloe myself, but that's beside the point. If it's anyone other than Estelle, we'll have to get some pickup lines ready for the next time you meet. Quit getting all excited about nothing, especially when you have no idea what others are thinking. Huh? Just never mind. Anyway, let's report to the guild. The next job we're doing for Dad will be the last one. Oh, right. Alright, let's get pumped and knock this last one out. Good work. It looks like you ran into a bit of trouble at the mine, though, huh? Huh? How'd you know? I got a call from the mine. They said that they were incredibly grateful to the both of you. Now, how about you give me a report of what happened? Okay, then. Very nice. It looks like you did much more than anyone was expecting from you. Dealing with unexpected accidents is also part of your mission as bracers. I hope to see more great things from you in the future. You just leave that to us. Well, we don't have to worry about Estelle missing anything since her nose is always in everything. Yeah, what he said. Hey, what are you saying? Why are you saying I'm super nosy like that? Because you are. Your skills lie in being direct, nosy, and naive, right? Isn't that being a bit harsh, Joshua? Are you sure about that? Alright, that's enough, you two. Okay, this is the last of the jobs you'll be doing for Cassius. You've heard of the Liberal News, right? You'll be cooperating with them to get some coverage for a news story. Isn't that the name of the news magazine we bought the other day? What are the chances of that happening? When you say cooperating with them to get some coverage, just exactly what does that entail? It seems they're looking for a skilled guide because they want to get some shots of a dangerous place. You'll need to ask the reporters directly for the details. The reporter and camera woman from the news service are staying at the Hotel Roland. Here's a referral from the guild. Alright, how about we get over to the hotel and talk to these people? Good idea. Let's go. How long have I been going? 155. No, I'll keep going. I should at least make a concerted effort to get through. Ooh, this. Oh yeah, I guess I should also check the guild board for more side quests, shouldn't I? Yep. Lost kitten. I'm looking for my lost kitten. Please meet me at Cafe Terrace. And the Elise Highway Monster. Well, okay. This. Sorry, hang on. Because there's a touchpad hit capacity. At least highway's this way. Got it. Let's go deal with the Elise Highway monster first. It's one of these things. Yay. Two-shotted. Again, New Game Plus. Just because I do not enjoy a lot of the fights in this game. I guess we'll report it now. No reason to deny myself that. Abend Bar. Oh, this is the person. What am I ever to do? I hope those bracers will show up sometime soon. Did I hear you say something before you're looking for a couple of bracers? Yes, that's right. Does that mean that you are today? It sure does. Even that handsome young man, too? That's right, myself included. Well, what a pleasant surprise this is. There certainly seem to be a lot of people with the name Bracer these days. Does this mean that you are a brother and sister or something like that? You know, it's got to be it. When people have the same name, it usually means they're family. Well, I guess that's kind of how it is for us. Still, I think this lady has no idea what bracers are. She seems to have mistaken the word bracer for someone's name. You can't be serious. May I ask what the two of you are whispering to each other about? It'll be a pain to explain all of this to her, so let's just go along with what she says. I'll try. You seem to be troubled over something, ma'am. My goodness, for such a cute little dumpling, you catch on quick. Young boys are so considerate. Hey, are you really distressed, or are you just trying to flirt with someone who's way too young for you? Oh, that's right, I am. I am so distressed. My little Arl hasn't come home. I carelessly dozed off here at the cafe, and she's vanished. And who's Arl, exactly? My little kitten. She's so snuggly wuggly. Oh, and if I might add, it's not just her face that's so cute, it's her personality as well. What's the color of your kitten's fur? Let me think for a moment. Maybe it's like the color of the evening sun in autumn shining down upon a field of wheat. So it's tannish? I think she's just out running around somewhere, so if you find her, please bring her back. Understood. We'll start by looking for her outdoors. If we find her, we'll come back and report to you. I'll be waiting here for you. Good luck, Mr. and Miss Bracer. God. Uh... So yay, now it's just an explorer. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. Whoops. Thought the thing said I had to go to the clock tower. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Look! Joshua, is that cat? It looks like the one that lady was looking for. I'm certain that's the one. We better hurry and catch it. Look, it's the cat again. Get back here! This is just like back at the Percival farm. It seems like we're doing a lot of chasing these days. There's the cat again! Still, wait a minute. Maybe the kitten is trying to... Oh no, it's getting away! It went towards the chapel. Let's hurry and catch it. Here we go again. Mwahaha! There's nowhere to run, little kitty. It's time to be caught. Be a good kitty and surrender. Stay right there like that, and... Estelle, don't corner her like that. Hey, what do you intend to tell her owner if she takes a dive out the terrace? I know that, but it's not like there's any other way to catch her. Come here, Arl. That's right, this way. I'm sorry the big bad Estelle scared you like that. Jerk! Come on, let's go back and see your owner. That's a good girl, Arl. Alright, let's go. Your owner's waiting for you. And that's pretty much everything that happened. I'm pretty sure that Arl was on her way back to see you from the beginning. Each time we saw her, she had been walking towards the cafe. Now that you mention it, that does seem like what happened. There's a chance that because of us, she ended up coming back this late. Oh, don't be silly. You two brought her back safe and sound. I'm really grateful to both of you. But especially you, Mr. Bracer. You are just the cat's meow. I'll take that as a compliment. You're blushing, Joshua. I'd sure like to put a collar on you. Then you'd be perfect. Okay, Joshua, run. Just fucking run. And this woman's psycho. Oh, run away. I apologize, but I must be going. Have a nice day. See you later. Oh yes, I hope to be seeing a lot. You'll be seeing a lot more of Mr. Bracer. Ugh. All right. Good. I hate to cut it so short, honestly. But I think that's where I'm going to cut it for today. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, hopefully I will actually have been able to sleep tonight, so that way I won't be this redonkulously exhausted tomorrow. And then we can go from there. So until next time, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walker signing out. Have a good one. Later.